Day two, we did some cleanup. Got rid of some more stuff. Still got some cleaning out here today, but weather's kind of looking poopy, so we're going to go back into the garage and finish what we were doing yesterday. Zach's over here working on a J4000 with a bad motor. Say hi, Zach. Zach's trying to kill himself. Hang on. Right back. Alright, just helped him get the hood off. So this 360 is torn apart. It's got broken pieces. Anyways, we're back. So what we're doing here is we're going to pull this 360 with a bad bottom end out and put a 258 in its place just to get her running. It's a waste of a perfectly good J4000 just to have it sit in the yard for a number of years. So we'll throw an engine in it and make it run. But for me, I will be in here putting those parts into that buggy. So stand by. All right, we're gonna remove some fuel lines and we're gonna get after it. So let's see what we have. Let's get going. I don't know that this tank is going to be any good when I'm done, but I think we can fix it. I'm going to put together a Plymouth Fury. I think it'll be just fine with in that for that. Get a screwdriver. What I'm doing here is pulling this fuel neck off. This is the boring part. We'll bring this tank's physically smaller in some ways and bigger in other ways. It's a little bit taller, and I'm hoping that's not going to cause me a problem, but it looks like it might. I'm going to take that back. I think it's going to fit really, really well. Maybe even better than the other one. All right, let's see what the next step is. Okay, well, we've test fitted it. We need to change it up a little bit because the straps won't hold it in. So we're going to put this piece of strap in to hold the tank from going forward any. And then we're going to run up from here up to the bottom of the tank and make some new straps. So we'll show you how that goes. Okay, well, let's get after it. Good enough for the girls we go with. So this is what I've come up with for a hold down for this. I'll bolt it from the top here, weld these straps on down here, and that should hold it. At least if it doesn't, we can always say it should have. Alright, let's get after it. Basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to bolt it up really lightly just to hold it in place. And a little loose. I think that'll work. All right, I'll get her welded back up and we'll go from there. All right, let's do the other side. I think that's going to work. Well, that ain't going nowhere, as they say. Throw a little paint on that, and that part was done. And after a quick coat of paint, it's in there. Shouldn't go anywhere. It doesn't move. Now all I got to do is some plumbing and new fuel pump, a little bit of wiring, and we're good to go. So we'll get into that now. Well, I've been at it for a while. The fittings I have and the filter I'm using are not jiving very well, but this is kind of what I've come up with so far. I built a plate to hold the fuel pump and the filter. It will ride like here. Pressure line and return line will come down behind between the tank and the cage. They're pretty well protected there. I don't store anything where this pump is, so that'll be all nice and up and out of the way and easy to get to if there's any failures. I went and ordered a different Corvette style fuel pressure regulator that doesn't require the adapters, so that'll clean up that a little bit. I don't know if I'm happy with it or not. I guess we'll get it mounted up and we'll see how she looks when it's all mounted. But that's where we're at so far. I couldn't film a lot of it because we're kind of tight and, you know, just didn't know what I was going to do. But here's where we're at so far. So the tank's mounted. I got some of the stuff routed and figured. Just got to get it completely mounted and wired. But unfortunately, I'm shy of fitting and that regulator and a couple hose clamps to tie the pump and that filter down. So we won't be running it today, but hopefully before we get this video up, we'll get her running. But that's all for now. We'll catch you when we get this mounted up. All right. That's what it looks like. And I wasn't able to film it. It's pretty tight in here. But, yeah. I've got a different filter coming. So no more adapters. It'll be here in a couple days. But as it sits right now, reach behind me. She works. I'm pretty happy with it. It's kind of easy to access and a little out of the way. Got to trim a couple lines when the new filter cut gets here. Currently that filter has adapters on it and those look dumb, so we're going to fix that. The new filter has dash 6 fittings already built onto it, so that'll clean all that up. But yeah, one step closer. I got the straps in, painted, cleaned up. I've got to change the return. Right now, obviously, I got it stuck in the tank, but I got to change that return. I got a dash 8 to dash 6 return line coming, so I don't have to have that. I'll have dash 8 feeding the pump and to the pressure regulator, and then dash 6 return. So that'll clean that up a little bit. And at some point I'll wire in the fuel gauge. But shit, you can see it right in there, so I think I can tell if I'm empty or not. But we'll go wheeling this weekend. I'll come back when we get it all finalized and done. Obviously, I still got to cut this off. That's where the old filler was. So that'll come off. And that new gauge or new pressure regulator will be here a couple days. But so we'll get that in and get all that stuff routed and show a final. We'll see you soon. So we're out of fittings. I don't have a fuel filter. So we're going to take a little shop detour here. And I'm going to go ahead and weld the spindle hitch to the back of my buggy. I've got a plate made. We'll bolt that up there. In Lake County here, we can drive ATVs, this is Technically, it's a Class 2 ATV, according to the state of Oregon. And we can drive them on surface streets in the county as long as they're covered by liability insurance. Which means I can drive my buggy from my house to Silver Lake, the dunes in Christmas Valley. I can go to the Warners. I can go to Dog Lake, Dog Mount, clear to Bly. I can go to the Steens, all from my house here without trailering anything. Those that want to come to Lakeview, Lake County, we can do that. It's definitely skirting the law a little bit, but it is legal. And as long as we're not on the state highways, I don't know of a single county officer that would even look twice. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mount this spindle hitch so I can pull our little Jeep trailer, and we can go camping out of the buggy, go play in the rocks during the day, and camp in the nice, comfortable rooftop tent at night. And we don't have to tote the truck up with the trailer and all that kind of stuff. We can leave right from the house. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get after it. All right, let's get after it. I like the spacing, I like it's how it's sitting, so let's make her permanent. Okay. That's going to sit pretty good. Next thing I've got to do is make some supports that come up from here to here, and there to there, just to give it a little strength. So I'm going to go away and make some cardboard and cut some more metal out. Be right back. Okay, so I made this cardboard template to fit up here, and we'll duplicate it on this side like that, which should be plenty for this. Like I said, it's just going to pull my little Jeep trailer around, which only weighs less than 1,000 pounds fully loaded, probably about 600. So I've copied it into steel. I did this side already. So let's do this side. I think that's going to work. Thing comes out. Not enough to load. Bolt that down and throw some paint on it. Should be good. We'll bring it back. All right. Sun's down. Paint's dry. It's all assembled. It works. Pretty happy with it. I've got, so this is all, it's at least quarter. It might be a little bit thicker. So it's super stout. This plate here, support goes back here to the rails. And then there's one that comes out underneath. It's going to be hard to show, but it's not going anywhere. I should be able to bump people out in the mud or snow or something, or use it for a tow point if I have to. It's not going to pull any cars or anything like that down the highway, but it'll pull my Jeep trailer just fine. So pretty happy with that. All I got to do is now is, all my Jeep trailers have about a 24-inch tongue height. So to make it work with this, obviously I'm going to have to lift one of them. I've got one. It's a military trailer. It's got the e-brake and all that. It's a little rustier than the rest, but the orange matches the body, so I'm going to go with that one, and I'll paint up the frame a little bit so it matches a little bit better. But fix the e-brake and maybe throw some 35s on it. Should get me close enough to match the height, and it'll work good for what I want to do with it. So let me zoom in a little closer so you can see this a little bit better. So that's what it looks like. It's not the greatest. Again, I'm doing this on my phone, but it's gonna work. I'm happy with it. Now if I can just get my parts, we can go wheeling tomorrow. So I think this is going to be it for this video. I tried to put them on Wednesdays. I'll have to edit this together tonight. Parts will be here tomorrow, so we're going to go wheeling Saturday, and actually see if we can test this out a little bit. So we'll get some more video of it actually crawling instead of little bits and pieces. So we'll try and actually get some real video of it working. So that's my hope for this Saturday. So that'll be on next week's video. Like I said before, like, subscribe. We're increasing subscribers a little bit here and there. Not as fast as I'd like to see, but keep sharing. If you keep sharing, we'll keep throwing videos up, and maybe we'll get there. YouTube's kind of confusing to me, but it's kind of fun. We'll work at it, and you guys keep sharing and liking, and maybe we'll get some more subscribers and we'll be able to do more. Like I said before, thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Talk to you soon.